M.
Welcome. I'm Jim Campanini, and thank you for joining us today for the Grapefully Yours wine show down at InsideLowell.com studios in beautiful downtown Lowell. We have my co-host, the wine butler, Mike Pigeon, with his wine novice shirt. I'm the wine novice, I'm the wine novice.
Wow.
Okay, but that's a nice shirt. It's a beautiful shirt.
It's my outfit. That's my outfit.
We have Teddy Panos, our producer, off camera. How you doing, Teddy, today?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Beautiful. And Mike, so who you like in this week's football games? We're down to the final four teams in the NFL.
Well, I've always been an underdog guy. My team that I'd like to win the Super Bowl would be the Detroit Lions. After them, the Baltimore Ravens. And 49ers, I kind of love them. If they win, it's probably because they deserve it. And so we'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's good football this time of year.
Yeah. But you're ruling out the Chiefs, huh? The Kansas City Chiefs?
No, I'm not at all. No, that Mahomes, he's fabulous. He really is. But they won it the last couple of times. I don't want him to come close to matching Brady's Super Bowl record, So the more he loses, he's out of the picture.
Well, I love the Detroit Lions. I don't know if they've got the best team left, but I'm pulling for them to win. They haven't won a Super Bowl in so long. I was hoping for Buffalo Bills Detroit Lions Super Bowl because neither team has won a Super Bowl. But Buffalo, too bad. They just couldn't get past the Chiefs at home. It's too bad. But next year, the Atlanta Falcons will be in the Super Bowl with Bill Belichick, so I'll be happy.
We will see. We shall see.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about a little wine. I brought in a surprise for Mike. As you know, you've heard me talk about the Bledsoe family wines. And about 3 or 4 years ago, Drew Bledsoe, the former Hall of Fame quarterback for the New England Patriots, he expanded his Walla Walla winery operations. He started buying up land with his partner, Josh McDaniels, no relation to the Josh McDaniels, who was the quarterback coach of the Patriots. And they started buying up some land and vineyards in Oregon. He wanted to do Pinot Noir and some other wines there, get into that market, which was really, really good. Of course, the land has been increasing in value out there in Oregon. So he started a couple of years ago, and then they produced their first Pinot Noir. And Oregon, they had some wildfires, just like Washington stuff. So I believe last year, 2 years ago, they had to throw away all their wine. Because they weren't going to put tainted wine out there, or even chance it.
That was horrible.
Yeah. So, but there were some vintners who tried to get away with it and put out some wine that wasn't up to expectations and stuff. And and that can always backfire when they do that. So this was the 2021 vintage, and his first. Okay, and you can see on the bottle, it's a beautiful bottle. They put red wine here. Even though this is 100% Pinot Noir from Willamette Valley in Oregon, it was interesting. They put the red wine. Now his new bottles that come out this year, the 23 and 22. No, the 22. Like I said, they destroyed all their vintage. They lost a lot of money and stuff. They just wouldn't put it out there on the market. It has Pinot Noir on it, but this is 100% Pinot Noir, and it's from 3 vineyards, LFG. Those are the 3 vineyards that he bought there. And he just put the initials on the side. It says Bledsoe McDaniels. A beautiful bottle. Beautiful Bledsoe McDaniels.
Very businesslike.
And it's a signed bottle. You can see Drew Bledsoe. He signs a couple of bottles for me. You have to join their club in order to get these bottles. It's $55. Right now, the new bottlings are already up to $70. Okay, so this was his first try. and I think that's why the price was it's fairly priced for the first vintage, and it was received well for the troubles that had plagued Oregon around that time and stuff. And I'm sure the grapes are better now. Like I said, I haven't tried the new one. I will be getting the new bottles, but I opened this up and had a different characteristics than the way it used to, because we talked about that. We talked about La Crema Pinot Noir last week from Sonoma County. So I wanted you to taste it. Tell me what you think. I mean, the color. Look at the color. It's Pinot Noir. It's a beautiful,
very light,
beautiful color. Yeah. The aromatics, while intense,
subtle. It's nice.
Well, mine are a little
cherry.
Yes.
A lot of cherry.
Yeah, I get a lot of cherry in that, and very detectable and stuff. So, did you taste it?
Oh yeah. Very nice, smooth, nice little blast in the end.
Yeah, it's got some vitamin.
Yeah.
It's got a
Clean.
some vibrancy. Good word, clean.
Yep.
Now, when you think of Oregonian Pinot Noirs, they definitely pick up that mineral character. This has a little different from the Burgundian, the nice French Burgundies. Okay. This like falls in between.
This is pretty.
Yeah, it's medium bodied. But let me see. The alcohol I think is 14.3.
14.1, I think, isn't it?
14.1. 14.1 alcohol level. Pretty good.
Yeah, very
but
nice.
I like the brightness. It's got it does have a good cherry.
Very easy to drink.
Taste.
Very easy to drink.
A little strawberry and stuff, but
that's a nice wine.
and it's got some warmth.
Yep.
When you swallow, it's got some warmth with it. But I love Pinot Noir when it's done really well. I mean, when you get a mediocre bottle of Pinot Noir, drinkable, but it's such a different grape. It's a difficult grape to grow because anything that can happen can go wrong with Pinot Noir. It's finicky. That's why the cool wine sites do best for Pinot Noir, because if it gets too mature and the sweetness levels go off, you don't pick up the nice that nice
nuances of it.
Smooth taste and everything, and fungus. It's not very resistant to fungus. And most of the vintners now, they don't use any of those chemicals anymore, So they got to watch this grape day and night, And of course, out in Oregon, Washington State, they can get hail, rain, too much sun. So they got to pick this at the right time. And
That's a nice wine.
yeah. So it's something to watch. And I tell people out there, I used to belong to 4 or 5 wine clubs when I was working. I had the money, you could do that.
What's the pros and cons, briefly, of joining? Would you suggest listeners join a wine club? Is it worth it? Pros and cons?
I think different from, like the Wall Street Journal wine club. You see them on TV. They send you a coupon in the mail, $100. But they send you sample wines from all over the world. But you're not picking your wine. You're not selecting your wine. And most of those wines, you might get 1 or 2 the real standouts. I mean, they're decent wines, but they're nothing exceptional.
Yeah.
I used to do
without
that.
them.
Okay, yeah. But with a wine club, you're treated differently. You can. Most wine clubs offer you allocation models where you can buy 24 bottles of wine a year, 36 or 12 bottles. Okay. like I get two wine clubs. I only buy 12 bottles a year. You know, I buy 6 different wines, 2 bottles each.
From each.
Yeah. And I taste them, I test them, you know, and I start a little vertical, Merlot, Cabernet, or whatever. But you get discounts, okay? If you ever visit the winery, you get free wine tastings, okay? But you get to select the wines that you want, all right? And I like it because some of these wines, like the Bledsoe Cabernets now, they get them at New Hampshire liquor store. They're charging $149 for Drew Bledsoe's premium Cabernet. Okay, I get it for $102.
Yeah, so you make up good there.
Yeah, so, but I think you stay abreast. They send you newsletters. They do Zoom now. Drew has really gone out of his way. He actually, for every dollar you spend on a bottle of wine, you get points, just like these, just like your credit card and stuff. And then you can redeem those points against your bill or whatever. You know, so you build those up.
It can work for you.
You can look into it, and then free cancellation. You can cancel anytime.
That's good.
I think you've got to be a member for at least 1 year if you sign up originally in some clubs, but others, once you get your first shipment, if you want to do. And the other big thing is you get free shipping. You know. So you got to watch it, but they offer free shipping like around Christmas, holidays. You know, you want extra wine.
For what they charge for shipping, it surprises me. I've checked into it a couple of times. Yes. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It costs as much as a bottle.
And the big thing is, you know, you design a club to fit your needs. But the other thing is like Drew's membership, you know, took off. I was one of the original members in 2009. Yeah. And then it gets harder and harder, and he shuts off because he only produces so many bottles a year. And once it's gone, that's it. You can't get anymore, you know. So so you're the first one on the inside when he comes out with a new bottling. You know, and it's nice to be a member because they treat you, and you don't have to accept it. You know, the new bottlings, but it's something to look at. You might say, and you don't have to get 6 bottles. You get 2 bottles. You can make half a case, buy 2 bottles of this, 2 bottles of that. Keep your bill low. That's what I do. Dollar cost average. You know, but yeah, check it out. It doesn't hurt. Just checking them out. Look at some of the wines that you buy, like the one we're going to talk about next, Goldschmidt. He's got a great wine club. He's got great selections. He's got 4 or 5 different labels. You see them in the stores. But once again, you buy them from him, you get the deeper discount on a case of wine and free shipping. You know, so and then if you ask Drew Bledsoe, you know, put in a note, hey Drew, can you sign a couple of bottles for me? You know, there's a signature, number 11 there, right on the wine, and it's always a conversation piece when you get a few friends coming over and stuff. You should have ham and eggs in the morning with this, you know.
Why not?
Now we're gonna be careful here. I think I gotta button that. Need any water?
No, that was nice.
So
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get this. So that's Drew Bledsoe and Josh McDaniels. That was the 2021. I'm sure the new one that I'm going to be receiving shortly is going to be even better. It was a good first try.
Katherine, that's named after his daughter, was it? His wife?
This is 2 daughters. Yep. The Katherine Cabernet. So this is Nick Goldschmidt. Mike and I met Nick at the Wine Connection at Sam's. Sam Messina's The Wine Connection about 7 or 8 years ago. Originally from Australia or New Zealand. Was it New Zealand? Okay. He reminded you of Crocodile Dundee. You know?
Yeah.
But he's been a consultant all over the world. He and his wife moved to Napa Valley years ago, bought some prime land in the Oakville section of Napa Valley. That's where they the Takalan vineyard is located. That all the Cabernet Sauvignons, some top vineyards come from there, and Screaming Eagle, and those, it cost $600 a bottle and more. And he bought a little piece, right near that, and he's been making wine, and he made some great relationships with the growers around there, top growers, and started his winery. But he's not big into, these fashionable, trendy wines. He makes good, honest wines that really reflect the terroir. Now, Nick Goldschmidt makes Game Ranch, which is his top bottle. Could cost, $295 a bottle. Top rated, the very, very select grapes from that Oakville vineyard that he owns. But he's got vineyards that abut to this great vineyard, okay? And he also owns top vineyards in Sonoma County. Okay, Anderson Valley, all right? And this is where Katherine comes from, named after one of his two daughters. The other is Chelsea. He makes a Merlot, Chelsea
yes,
Merlot.
Good. I've had that.
Now, these wines cost less than $25 a bottle. They're always rated 90 points, 91 points. You can, exceptional value. You know what you're going to get. And Nick, with his wife Yolanda, very, very keen in the operation all the time, walks the vineyards, and stays on top of things. And he's got consultant jobs all over the world. He consults in Chile, New Zealand, Australia. He does some in Europe. But basically, he's a California man now, and does a lot of wines. If you go on the Goldschmidt website, you're not only going to see Katherine, Chelsea, you're going to see his. So in the top of the line Cabernet is Hillary in this label. Hillary, I believe, is his wife. No, Yolanda's the wife. Hillary's another daughter.
Mistress.
Yeah. No, it's another daughter. And that wine goes about $55 a bottle. Okay, then you got the Game Ranch tier that's way up here, over $100 a bottle. But he's got a line called Fidelity Red, a blend. I always buy it when I go down to Florida and stuff. It's a nice Cabernet Merlot blend, costs under $25. That Fidelity line is fantastic. But Sam Messina originally told us about these wines, and then when we got to meet Nick and talk with him and stuff, he was a great salesman, but his wines were good. So what are your thoughts on this for $25? I picked this up for $19.99. So it's suggested retail is $25.
Yeah, I haven't tasted it yet. If it makes sense, it's a heavy aroma on,
Well, it's a full bodied. Yeah, this is the 2021. Okay. You can tell the color, dark, much darker than the Pinot Noir, fuller bodied, fresh, big purple garnet color.
That's a nice cab. Yes. Very nice. It's a mouthful. It's good. Yeah.
The fresh blackberry, black, a lot of.
It's a deeper berry than the cherry. Yeah. It's a deeper bramble. It isn't very good.
Sweetness.
Yeah.
Polished tannins, sweet tannins. Let's see the alcohol level on this.
Wow,
14.5%.
It's very good. That's a welcome taste to the mouth, to the palate.
Man.
Yeah.
And
how much is that a bottle?
It's $19.99.
That's
local, two local stores.
Katherine.
Katherine.
Wow, that is nice.
The Market Basket Wine Shop has it for $19.99 right now, and New Hampshire has it for $20 too.
Yeah,
so.
same. Yeah, that is a very, very good cab.
Yeah,
$19.
So we talk about value. It's not so much. Yeah, money is a factor, but like I said, there are $50 wines that are good values. When you compare them in the tier that they're in, where other wines in that tier are selling for $100, and you got a $50 bottle that is better than that $100 bottle. That's what I consider good values. And punches higher than its weight.
And a lot of those Cabernets in California do go for that amount and more.
Exactly.
For $19, $20. Wow.
And when you think of, you can look at you can look at the list of the wineries in the Alexander Valley. I mean, they're some of the best in California. So just because it doesn't say Napa Valley, I mean, Sonoma represents good wines at fair, decent prices. And then if you go further down the coast, you know, the Monterey Peninsula, Lodi and stuff.
Lodi, big area,
I mean, because the value of the real estate and the terroir, the media coverage against Napa Valley gets all the attention and stuff, and deservedly so. But if you don't want to spend that kind of money, California's a big state. It's got a lot of good wines.
Yeah.
So don't just connect with one section and not try the others. You know, Santa Barbara, you know, all the way. It's just a beautiful, beautiful state. It's got some great advantages that other sections of the world, and that's why the French, the Italians are investing in California,
good land,
Oregon, and Washington State, the climate and everything else. But this wine is absolutely spectacular. It is for the price.
$19. That's for that.
Yeah, and you're going to get that different. Cabernet has a tendency, especially when it's young. It's got a little greenness to it. You know, it's got those green, woodsy taste of flavors. You know, and but this one here, it's still a young wine, but how Nick gets those other flavors to merge. He's got a little, it's oak. I know he puts it in oak barrels and stuff, but he doesn't overdo the oak. You can still get that fresh fruit flavor, you know, the black jammy currant.
Very pleasant.
But the finish is
very nice. Yeah.
Oh, you say to yourself, geez, I'm gonna have another sip of that.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't put more in my glass, because it's wine you keep going back to. It's very enticing.
It says on the bottle, and I think this is an apt way of describing it. Nick makes this Cabernet lush and full of silky tannins, showing both the complexity and personality of this wine and his daughter. He goes on to talk about his daughter. With her red flowing hair and with outside the box attitude, this wine captures her life. You can tell he loves his daughter.
I guess.
But it's something to track down, take a look at. And for $20 right now, you should give it a try. You know, and the one, like we talked about, the Chelsea Merlot. We had that on the show. We talked about that. But if you like Merlot, he does it in the same style. You know, so closing thoughts at all?
Two good wines, thank you.
Yeah.
Two good wines. And if people have been spending, between $60, $120 for a bottle of Cabernet, they try that, they might get surprised and say, gee, I don't have to spend that money. And if you can, good, buy that good bottle of Cab. It might be,
And you could use this as the foundation to build off other Cabernets. You use this as the bottle, and then judge from there. If you want to spend $30, how does it stack up against this? Try it with friends. See what they think about it. But drink. This would be a great. You could have this with steak, chops, hamburgers.
Anything.
I think it will stand up well
nice
to it.
Bolognese.
Oh yeah. So
very good.
Okay, so now are you going to be all right for when I'm down in Florida and stuff?
I don't know. I'll miss my Tuesday morning glass of wine, which I don't do at home. But
well, Mike can't travel to Florida with me, so we're going to do something. We talked to Teddy. We're still going to continue with the show. We're going to do a couple of Zoom shows from Florida. I'm going to have a special co-host Okay, I don't know if he could live up to Mike's companionship
Won't be
on the
hard.
show, but it's going to be my twin brother John, the Zinfandel expert. You know, we've had John on the show before. He makes his own wine. He just bottled his new Zinfandel for this year, and it's aging right now. So we'll talk to him. We'll try some different wines down there, and maybe we'll get into some. Some spring wines, that things you should be putting on your list. You know, there's going to be Valentine's Day, then there's going to be Easter. Rosés are going to be back. They'll be starting to hit the market soon. You know, and those wines. So we'll talk about what's going on with the trends down in Florida, and I'll probably have on my orange peacock shirt.
Peacock shirt. There you go. There you go. I'm sure you'll.
But can't wait to get out of this cold weather, Mike.
Not that bad.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, until we see you again,
Empty glass and all.
may the wine be with you.
Okay.